Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. I've seen a lot of cards like this sort of floating about, some really nice, clean, simple cards. Very easy to do, very quick to do. You can use any die cut that you like, any embossing folder that you like. You could use a punch if you wanted to. If you had a punch that has a design that you like, you can certainly use that as well. So basically it is so simple. It's just a background layer, a layer to go on top of that, and your die cuts and a sentiment, and I just think it's really, really nice. I did think that I had some gold mirror card, but I haven't. So to me this was the next best thing. I think this is called Opera Red, this card. I will have a look. I'll just turn my light off so you can see it a bit better. I don't know if that looks better for you. You can see the colour. It's so gorgeous, really, really nice. Sorry, because I'm right in front of the window and it's early evening, so the sun is round where the window is, so it's not really giving the full effect of this paper and how beautiful it is. But I'll leave a link to it in the description anyway. So I'm going to make two cards just to show you that you can use any die cuts that you like. So what I've done, I've got my card base, and then I have a matte layer that's about 2 inches smaller than this, and then this is about ½ an inch smaller than that, just so they all fit on nicely. That's for both cards. So what I'm going to do is eventually I'll be deciding what I want to have a look on there, but the first thing I need to do, these are for both of my cards. I'll show you the die cuts and things I'm using in a minute. So first of all I want to emboss these, just to give the card a nice finish, that layer there on the front. I think that's lovely. So this is the one I used. I think it's just a generic one I got from Temu. It's really lovely. I really like it. It's nice for small pieces of card. Can do them both at the same time actually. And because of the pattern on it, they don't have to be perfectly straight or anything like that. And I managed to find a Big Shot fold away, because apparently they don't do these anymore. So I was very fortunate to find this on eBay and it has worked perfectly. I am selling my Gina K one just to sort of pay for some other little bits and bobs. If you're interested, I've put it on my store for sale. So the sandwich I used for this was the main platform, a magnetic mat or any other mat that you have, embossing folder, and one of the cutting plates. Oh, they've embossed nicely. Pleased with that. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this layer onto this card base. And this one is going to go on top of there. Okay, that may not be perfectly straight, but it'll do for this video. Just to show you how to make a really simple card just using a couple of layers. Yeah, that's definitely not right. Never mind. Right, so I did cut out quite a few dies for this because I wasn't sure what I wanted. I first cut that, which is beautiful, but I don't know, I think it's just too much for the card. And I tried it that way, to have a sentiment on like that, but I didn't quite like it. So then I cut out some butterflies, one of each. I don't know where these dies were from. I can't find the links to them. I think they were just from Temu, but I was thinking of having 2 butterflies on there, just sort of coming off like that. I think that looks quite nice. So it's just a matter of deciding where to put them. I think that'll look okay. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm just putting a little bit of glue in the middle of the butterfly there, because then they can come up like that. Just give it a chance to dry. And the same with this one. It gives your card a bit of dimension, well, quite a lot of dimension actually. I like that, but what I did with this one, if you can see, I just got a pen and just roughly outlined the edge of the die just to give it a little bit of interest. I'll do the same with this one. It does not have to be perfect at all. You can go around it as many times as you like. It depends on the look that you're after. This one was a bit more shabby because I would just sort of wiggled it around a bit as I was drawing, but I like this one as it is. I think that's going to go in the middle there. So I do have some strips, like foam strips that I've been using. I've had them for a long time. They're starting to lose the stickiness actually, so I might need to put some glue on them. I'll try it. This one doesn't feel too bad. I always keep one pair of scissors for sticky stuff so I don't ruin my best ones. Should have used my T-ruler for this, I think. Might not be quite straight, but that's about it. That's just how easy it is to make these really simple and clean cards. And like I say, you can use any background that you want. You can use any papers, any die cuts that you like. I might as well put a few gems on. Just the same as that one, I think, the pink ones. And that's that one done. So simple and yet so pretty, and I like the contrast between these two here. And you can lift the wings up, and obviously they'll still flatten down for when you want to put them in a card, but I just think that looks really nice. So this is the die set that I used to cut out this flower, that one, and it is beautiful, but I didn't quite like it on that card. And these were some butterflies from my other butterfly die set, but I didn't like the solid ones either. I like those ones on. I think they look much nicer. So I'll put that one to one side. So all I've done, the same as with this one. I've got a die, and like I say, I'm sorry, I don't know where I got it from, but it's a die set, a stamp and die set. So I cut out some flowers to go with the vase and coloured them in, just alcohol markers. So I'm just going to do the same thing. This is a different paper altogether. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't remember where it was from. So once again, I'm going to stick this onto the card base. I have all kinds of tools for lining things up, and I still try and eyeball it, usually with disastrous effects, but this is just to show you how to do it, and that you can use different die cuts, different colours, different types of paper, and that one will go on there like that. So whatever dies you have lying around in your stash, you can use for this project. Now on this one you'll see that I've lifted both of those up on foam tape just to give a little bit of dimension. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on this yet. I've just got to find out where everything goes. So I think I'll stick this down, and I might put that on dimensionals, I'm not sure yet. And I have another sentiment there, which should fit nicely under there like that. Should I move that a bit further down? Right, I'm going to stick this down with glue. I might regret it. I might want it dimensional. Yeah, you know, I think I am. I'm going to put some dimension on it. If I remember rightly, honestly, you can see how organised I am, can't you? So I'll put one of these on. These are awful. These are from Temu, and they're just so gooey and horrible. But they do the job, so I don't suppose I can really complain. Right, so that is going to go somewhere on there like that, quite close to the bottom, but I do need to leave room for the sentiment. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Now, how did I say I was going to have that? So I'm going to put dimensionals at the top and put glue on the bottom. Yep, that's going to need 2 on there because these are quite, I think they're only about 1mm or something. That doesn't look too bad. Probably should have moved it round a little bit. Right, it looks as though that is just going to fit on there, so I'll do the same with this as I did with the last. And there's that one finished. Beautiful. I just think they're really nice, and like, it just goes to show you can use any dies that you have. So use your stash. Dig down, hunt out the dies that you haven't seen or used for ages and see if they would fit on a card like this. Very easy to do, nothing complicated, but a really nice effect. So I do hope you give it a go. If you do, please let me know. I would love to hear from you in the comments on my Facebook page, on my website. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're informed of any more new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, as always. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye now.